Ike, President Trump making a major trade announcement this morning, just under 2 hours. President calls the deal full and comprehensive with the United Kingdom. Sounds like a pretty big deal. They turned Brooke Rollins' plane around.
It's white smoke on a trade deal, the first one. And I think this is the first domino to fall of many. Maybe they should bring in Domino's Pizza to the Oval today when they make the announcement. But it's good for the UK. It's good for the U.S. People that want to buy Bentleys from the UK, they could potentially be paying less. The rest of the EU needs to follow suit. And I love the timing of this negotiation being wrapped up before the meeting this weekend in China. It's not an accident on the timing of these things to help leverage for further negotiations with other countries.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Ford, this will be the first big trade deal announced since tariffs went into effect. Do you see this as the first domino to fall? Should we expect more deals to follow soon?
Yeah, I think Ike hit the nail on the head. This is positive momentum heading into the China meeting to discuss the actual rules. I think the key here going forward is what do we do with India, Japan, and Mexico? Because I think once you have trade deals with those three countries, you can really triangulate and put the pressure on China. But this is a good thing. This is a good thing for Main Street. It's a good thing for Wall Street, and it's a good thing for the consumer. You're going to see the market stabilize. You're going to see Main Street stabilize, and people's anxiety is going to go down. And once again, Donald Trump has pulled off the unimaginable, and he's got to do a lot more going forward.
Hey, I want to take a pivot here, go to what Attorney General Pam Bondi said about delaying the release of the remaining Epstein files. Take a listen.
The FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn, and there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going through that.
Ike, there's been some criticism in conservative circles about the lack of information, the delays in getting to this point. Pam Bondi is a friend, and I trust her. You got to protect victims. Just hope they're not protecting the powerful.
The way that these files were rolled out was not the best look with some of the inner circle of influencers at the Oval Office. So it sort of, I think, gave people a little pause on where things are going. But then obviously we found out a lot more about the story that New York field office was holding them. And so I believe that gave a lot of then understanding from a lot of the public, but some, certainly in conservative circles, are growing a little impatient. That is the thing I hear continually on my show is where are the arrests? But specifically in this case, it is absolutely necessary that these victims and their identities are not exposed. And so I think I take Pam Bondi at her word, and this is the right thing to do. I just, honestly, when I hear her say that, I feel bad for the people that are having to review this heinous, horrible, despicable evidence. And obviously, the time needs to be taken to make sure that victims are protected.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Ford O'Connell, Ike Wingate, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.